And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Two jet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. Touchdown, Packers! Equanimeous St. Brown, 64 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lion, lion, lion! What's that? What's that?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
For Tokyo! Ram, ram!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
74.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hang in there now. Fort Tokyo. That's it.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. To throw, it's Wentz. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving.
They'll
try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nifty move. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Great. Here we go. 180! Great.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go. Great.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Black. Here we go. Back man. 120.
Wentz to throw on second down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Lefty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Great.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Down man.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Ram.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get over there. Go. What's your son?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run with Clement. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right here, guys. Right here. Ram. What's that?
A give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. On the carry, here's Clement. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Great.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now come the Lions. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll drop to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Leopard! Detroit! Over!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Run.
Wentz to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Black, come on. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Shorty.
Wentz will try again on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Hey, Black.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. K.D. Cannon from 8 yards out. And the Packers continue to roll. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Green Bay, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
Don't you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models and it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk down the man right now.
Oh yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah.
Shorty ought to been my me. Ooh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear.